Abraham lifted up his eyes, and lo and behold, there was a ram in the bush. And beloved, can I tell you the reason why he's an on-time God? He may not come when we want him, but he will come on time. It's because when we look at this, let me take a minute to walk through this ram before I close out. This ram, because it had horns, had to be about 3 years old. And it had to be without a blemish on it. So, beloved, for 3 years, the Lord has groomed this ram. For 3 years, the Lord had protected this ram. And while he was protecting this ram, he was grooming Abraham and Isaac. He was making a way out of no way. Beloved, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you, you may not see how the outcome is going to happen right now. You may have been praying, asking the Lord to help you out. You may have been praying for a better job. But beloved, he had to move some people around in order for you to get that better job. And just when you thought all hope was gone, you get a call to the boss's office and he said you got the promotion. Beloved, the Lord is making a way for you this morning. I'm reminded of what the hymn or what the songwriter says. You can ask the children of Israel trapped at the Red Sea. And when they looked back, all they saw was Pharaoh. And when they looked forward, all they saw was that Red Sea. But lo and behold, the Lord made a road through the Red Sea. Beloved, he may not come when you want him, but he is right on time. Oh, beloved, he looked up and saw that ram in the bush. How many times have you looked up and the Lord has provided a ram in your bush? How many times you've been in trials and you've been in tribulations and you found your ram in the bush? Oh, beloved, if we had some people to testify this morning for us, I could imagine Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego as they were in the fiery furnace, saying to themselves, I still trust in the Lord. And they looked at Nebuchadnezzar and said, you could throw us in this furnace, but the Lord will provide for us. How many times have you been thrown in the fiery furnace? How many times have mud been slung on your name? How many times you've been lied on? How many times you've been called everything but a child of God? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego told Nebuchadnezzar, I will not bow down to you. In other words, beloved, the devil will try to make you bow down to him. He will use your friends. He will use your family. But let me tell you, still don't bow down. Because even though you get thrown in the fiery furnace, even though you get thrown in, guess what? The Lord is already there. Matter of fact, remember Nebuchadnezzar jumped up and said, I thought we threw 3 people in, but now I see 4. He may not come when you want him, but he'll be right on time. Oh, I believe if you ask Daniel this morning, he'll tell you he may not come when you want him, but he'll be right on time. Daniel may wanted the Lord to come before he got thrown in the lion's den. How many times you wanted the Lord to come before you got put in a situation? How many times you asked the Lord before you went to the doctor to make sure you had a good report? But when you got to the doctor. I gotta get out of here. But when you got to the doctor gave you a bad report. He said it may be cancer. So you went home and you said to yourself, Lord, I thought you had me. Lord, I thought you was going to make a way. Lord, I thought I prayed to you. And if I prayed to you, you would have gave it to me. I asked you for healing. I asked you for a good report. Oh, he didn't show up when you wanted to. They had to do a biopsy, and you tossed and turned, you rolled around, you had some sleepless nights, you had some weary days, you asked the Lord, can you get me through it? Then lo and behold, you said to yourself, Lord, it's in your hands. He took that biopsy, he took that cancer, he rubbed his hands, and the cancer was gone. He may not come when you want him to, but he is right on time. Beloved, I got to get out of here. I'm gone for real. But can I tell you what I love about this story and what I love about our Lord? Oh, he provided a ram in the bush for Abraham. He didn't sacrifice Abraham's son. But lo and behold, there was a man that came down 42 generations. There was a man that he loved. There was a man that was God's beloved son. Oh, he had to do like Abraham and carry the wood. Oh, he carried his own cross. He carried it on his back. He carried it to a place called Golgotha Hill. Oh, beloved, I'm glad that God loved the world, that he gave his only begotten son. He didn't let the ram show up right then. He gave the world his only begotten son. And because he gave the world his only son, we are able to have life and have it more abundantly. We're able to realize through the trials, through the tribulations, through the storm, through the rain, that he will show up on time. In other words, we may be a little weary, we may be worn, we may be sad, but he will show up and say, come on unto me and rest. Lay down, your weary one, lay your head upon my chest. Oh, how many times have you been in the valley of the shadow of death, and the Lord stepped right in? He may not come when you want him, but he will be on time. A on-time God. Yes, he is. Beloved, this morning, just think back of where the Lord has brought you from. Think about the situations that you have been through. Think about the time you were about to give up. Think about the time you was about to call it quits, and the Lord stepped in. If it wasn't for the Lord by your side, where would you be this morning? Lord, beloved, just reminisce this week about how the Lord has helped you, how the Lord has saved you, how the Lord has kept you. Tell somebody your testimony. Tell somebody your story. Because there's somebody right now that may not know that the Lord is their on-time God. So, beloved, tell your testimony. Tell your story. He is an on-time God. We thank each and every one of you this morning. And at this time, as we get ready to go into prayer,